Advisory. This video is actually 2 hours and 18 minutes long. Due to a need for convenience of uploading, I've broken it into 6 separate pieces. If you wish to watch or listen to the entire thing as we're working, I suggest using the playlist link in the description below. Enjoy! Hello and welcome to Space Engineers again. After a long period of time, I'm your host, Len with the Silver Dragon, and I decided to take a design from an earlier series of mine of RimWorld, season 3, and try and put it into Space Engineers. I recently got inspired by a friend who recently showed me his design, and he was playing around with the idea as well, apparently. And I originally thought of this idea probably first before he did, because he didn't watch the series then, but he was the one that actually built it first, and then I was like, okay, I'll build this. But anyway, I wanted to start building this, and apparently Spirit decided he wanted to come and maybe help out or something.
Yep. Well, sort of like
So,
that.
Welcome to the video, Spirit.
Yeah. This is my first time in Space Engineers on my channel, so that's also something interesting. So, yeah, but it's a pretty nice looking ship so far. But we definitely have a lot of work still to do before it actually matches the design you had in mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and reframe the entire RimWorld ship, because the initial design here is it looks like the general layout of the original design, but it's kind of ugly, the base design, when you think about it. So I'm probably gonna rebuild it after getting a base idea together of the design.
Alright.
After all, for example, I was just telling Spirit here, I plan on taking the actual cockpit area and raising it up so it's actually on a higher plane, and lowering the side sections on the front here down, and then connecting the cargo underneath. Then I'm also thinking of either raising up or lowering down the engine bays. I'm thinking raising up would look better. Then I could have the wings set underneath the engines. That'd be kind of neat. And the center area would be lowered, of course.
We could potentially also use the wings for rotational thrusters.
Yeah, definitely.
I would imagine at least that it would fit very well with the way
well,
physics works.
Actually, if I recall, the game doesn't actually deal with rotation, which is kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Instead, we have to use gyroscopes for rotation. But
yeah.
But having rotational thrusters for up and down is probably necessary, because RimWorld doesn't have up and down.
I don't believe you have any gyroscopes yet.
No, I have not put any yet. I planned on using some significant space of some of the other 2 floors. I'm planning on filling out once I've adjusted some of the rooms here as the actual area to put the gyroscopes.
Alright.
Because this is just like I said, this is the initial layout of the design.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this is the general initial shape. The general... Yeah, actually you could probably look at this and say this is the area we're probably mostly going to be working in case of length and width. It's just the height that we're going to change a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the wings, but that's, of course.
Well, I reckon I should probably start with at least getting everything equal, because, well, with the generators and all, it should at least be a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Though, I'm kind of thinking, where were you, planning on putting the big thrusters?
Well, on the back, actually, on each of these sides behind the jump drives, because originally in the RimWorld you put the antimatter reactors are what powered your engines, but the ships were basically interstellar capable. So I figured, well, jump drives allow us to be interstellar, and our thrusters will just have to fill in for general operation.
Right.
So we
But
put
those will
our,
be behind those.
Yeah, basically the forward thruster
Right.
pack will be on each of these sections behind the jump drives.
Right.
And we've got a lot of power. What with like 12? Yeah, 12 nuclear reactors here. It's quite a difference between RimWorld and Space Engineers in this regard, but I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Preferable, even. I want to use the interior blocks as flooring, but only the flooring, pretty much.
Yeah, alright. And... alright, you also have the heavy plates for the outside, of course.
Yep. I'm using the heavy armor. I'm using heavy armor also on some of the interior sections because, for example, this area is like a defensive hallway right here in the center. Like when I first built the RimWorld ship, I had like some turrets set here in this corner and this corner here that basically were to watch the main entrance and protect the hallway. But if they were to be attacked by stuff, well, it's armored in here to protect against that.
Alright.
That was generally the plan behind that original design decision, with some heavy armor in there. The heavy armor around the cargo bay, on the other hand, is designed around the idea of protecting the loot.
Yeah.
Protect the cargo! Don't want
that makes sense.
Getting destroyed and stuff.
What was the key again for selecting a color? Because I think it just doesn't link up because of the color.
Let's see here. That one.
Right, okay.
And then if you want to copy a specific color, I think there's like a key for it, but you'd have to look in the help panel. Currently, I'm just going to build this out of like gray because you couldn't select colors in RimWorld, and then we'll just figure something out afterwards. Well, you could select colors, just not for certain things. For example, the ship parts you couldn't color. But whatever. No. But yeah, a lot of this is probably going to be sped up in a montage kind of process because it's going to take a while to build this thing.
Well, probably, but then again, we could also just make it a little bit of a podcast at the same time.
That's true too.
I mean, I don't think they've heard us just rambling on as we tend to do, and we always end up talking about the most hilarious shit, regretting that we cannot record it.
You know what? You're right. Sure, we can do that. We can just make this like a. We're just talking.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I mean, if you really want to run into dry patch, we can just speed it up anyway. But
yeah, that sounds fine. Like if we fall silent, we'll just appropriate the necessary material.
Yeah.
I got a random question. Do you have the game music on or not? Because I don't have mine on. I'm just wondering.
I don't believe so, or at least very quietly by comparison. I'm
thinking whether I'm going to either overlay any music in post, or if I might record just the in-game music, or if I just not bother with music at all. Who knows?
I just gave you a small audio boost. Alright, my music is off, actually.
Alright, you know what? I think I'll go ahead and just leave it as music in post. That's probably for the best.
There was this key for it, but I forgot what it was.
Let's see here. Okay, so I kind of put some oxygen generators here. Over here, if you want to take a closer look.
Oh. 1 moment. Yeah.
I put these here originally because they're basically where my coolers were in RimWorld, and I'm not sure if I want them there or not yet, but I just figured I'd mention that's why there's oxygen generators there. They're trying to take the place of the coolers. Because in a way, oxygen generators tend to have ice in them, so...
Yep, okay, that makes sense.
I'm thinking of having all the air vents being like the ceilings of each of these rooms, so that each room can be pressurized appropriately, as a sub-note. Because I don't really like having the vents in the floors. That just feels wrong.
All right. I still can't find it though. I still can't find the copy color thingy, which sucks.
I'll just find it real quick for you. Let's see.
Secondary inventory, finalize
Page.
signs.
Yeah, landing gear, color picker, no, copy. Sport.
There used to be something for that. I'm quite confident of that.
Yeah, I know there is a copy color option. Where is it? Okay, maybe it's in controls. Let's try and check like systems.
Oh, did I get it there? Hard to say. Hold on, I need to get a better reference point because otherwise I'm just going to be. Oh right. It is just Shift P, but the blocks still don't link up. It's a little bit strange.
If they're not the same color.
Yeah, that's why. But I'm confident now that it is the same color actually, and it's still not linking up. So that's a little bit odd.
Huh.
Like one of them is linking up here, but the other one isn't.
It looks like it's linking up now.
Well, those are, but this one isn't.
It isn't?
Over here they are.
It is working now.
It looks like they are not linking up for me.
That's strange.
Might just be me though, but
they're looking linked to me. Maybe it's just a client-side error or something.
I don't know. Well, in that case, I'll just continue building regardless.
Let's see here. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do next. Actually,
you did Oh, sorry.
I just you were about to say that I just did explain what I wanted to do in a way, but I was
No. I was about to say that the outside hull is actually still in light armor.
Well, that's because the layers I've done are all the light armor represents the structural beams that were part of my RimWorld ship.
Right.
When you actually start
Then
putting the armor on, the plasteel cover, it'll be these heavy armor.
All right.
So basically,
Shouldn't
it's like two layers
just
thick,
go ahead.
really. But yeah.
Oh, so you want to actually have a second layer around it?
Yeah, it's gonna have another layer outside that's made of the plastic.
All right.
The heavy armor.
Oh, in that case, no. I was thinking like that I probably should go ahead and then replace the outer layer with heavy plate then, but
no,
you're gonna have it double plated then.
It's gonna be double layered
anyway.
Which is intentional in some regards. Very intentional. Because it makes it a much more durable ship. At the same time, it also gets a lot heavier, but yeah. That's another thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to seriously think about the underside and getting it into orbit. It's going to have some serious design considerations. Like, some parts of this will have to change quite a bit to accommodate, like, well, hydrogen thrusters. There's no other option. It has to have some hydrogen thrusters in there to get it off planets, on and off planets.
Yeah.
Because it was designed to be able to do that. That was the general idea.
Yeah, that's the really annoying thing about space engineers, like the added different thruster types. It's really gonna mess us up.
All right. I'm thinking.
Probably want to do it like this.
Don't cover.
No roofing yet?
No roofing on the rooms yet. I'm thinking almost all the rooms are probably gonna be at least 2 high. With the engine rooms maybe being a little bit taller, maybe not. It kind of varies depending on different rooms.
All right.
To begin with, like, just assume all rooms are at least 2 high. because I don't want them to be too short.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right.
So that's gonna be heavy on there. The exceptions is that you could put over the doors.
Yeah, that much I understood. But we also have like these gaps here which don't have doors. I don't know if that's accidental.
No,
or
actually, I forget. I'll have to actually check that video. 1 second. And of course, now my people my people need me. Sorry. Sorry. I'm gonna check my video real quick. No, I never did put any doors in there. Interesting.
Well, that's all right.
And
It's an aesthetic choice.
I guess kind of goofy, actually. I must have forgot to put the doors in there because realistically, I probably would have put doors in there if I had thought about it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was intentional. I don't.
Well, you can just restore that error now then.
You know what? I don't really care too much because we're going to be changing a lot about it anyway, so we'll probably just adjust it as need be.
That's true. Actually, I'm not going to. I'm going to remove these I just placed here, because if you want to link those up, then it's only going to be in the way. But you do want these outer sections to be as original, right? Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Plonk. And we need to cover up the bottom, so I'll make sure that the bottom is nice and covered as well.
I'm trying to think what I want to specifically target and start working on right away. You know what? I think since it's the most initial thing that must change structurally about the design, I'm going to go ahead, take a copy of this process that we've got so far. Just let me know when you're done messing with whatever you're doing, and then I'm going to copy it.
Yeah,
and
you can copy it now if you like.
Okay.
Really
and basically what I'm going to do is completely shift some of the structural positions around for this. Because I need to raise and lower sections. I need to do that first because it's
alright.
It's kind of a big change that is going to radically alter the shape of the ship right off the bat.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Then it's not going to be super useful if I just keep working on the other one, I would imagine.
Yeah, right. Well, it does help to... Well, maybe. No, I don't know. Yeah, it's difficult to say. I don't know. It might be useful for at least making a sense of what's going to happen next for the arrangement. Okay, also, some of these dimensions of this design might shift considerably, considering, what may or may work better in Space Engineers versus actual RimWorld.
yeah, that's definitely going to be a massive difference. I mean, we're going to need tons and tons of thrusters. It's not going to be like in many games, just 2 thrusters in the back and you're done.
Yeah, when it came to RimWorld, I tried to actually accommodate that idea, like just thrusters everywhere, all over the ship. They were big thrusters too. It was good grief. It took a long time to build. So let's see here. Okay. All right. It's. Sorry. I accidentally knocked a piece out of the bottom of this other one down here, which is the backup, in case I make critical errors, which I may do.
Of course.
So knock out the wall.
That's why
section.
you have. Also go and.
Okay, and then door. I need the door.
Interior blocks.
Door.
Door.
The button. The button.
The button.
Button.
What were those?
Okay. There, sliding door. I want to put that for the
Where? Oh, those.
entrance door here. And that is correctly placed, right? Yes, it is. Good. Okay, and then I need stairwell.
Want me to fill up the inner gaps?
Inner gaps?
Yeah, these gaps over here. Oh, pardon?
I don't know yet.
Not sure.
No, I'm sorry. I need to kind of lay it out and then sort of like fabricate this together.
Alright, alright.
Like just trying to put together like...
Take your time.
Okay. Yeah, twice up. That's initial piece there. Just get rid of this.
That's a whole chunk gone. It does look kind of cool though.
Okay, there we go. There's the initial piece change. Does that line up properly? I have to go check the bottom down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, the door space. Yeah, okay, that works.
Don't you want it to be like one higher? I don't know if you want like walkways underneath it, but if you want, I have actually a room underneath it, and you said that you
Well,
want
like I
those things
said,
to
the
be
side
too
rooms
high.
here are going to be lowered as well.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, actually, let's...
Just interesting shape, actually.
If I like rip this chunk out like here, and then like that, and then I'm not sure how many stairs down it goes, but I have room for, let's see here, if I were to lay this out, I have room for maybe 2 stairs down. So something like...
Oh boy, the entire thing is drifting.